Chapter 2, 2024. Kobe Dumas had planned his suicide perfectly. At exactly 10 a.m., he jumped from the Gindertown Bridge and drowned himself. What better way to celebrate your 21st birthday? On the day most people would be excited, Kobe reluctantly opened his hazel eyes, letting the blurry world in. He clumsily reached for his glasses, but instead knocked them off his cluttered bedside table and onto the dusty floor. Swearing angrily, he heaved his large frame across the bed to try and retrieve them. Yet he only pushed them further away, disappearing amongst dirty clothes and fast food wrappers. Swearing even more loudly, he dropped out of bed and onto the floor, a tremendous crash emanating from his 100-kilogram frame. He snatched his glasses and put them on, slowly bringing himself upright, his knees sore from where he'd landed. Proceeded to kick at the piles of ill-fitting hand-me-down clothes around his room until he uncovered some semi-clean ones and got dressed. As he did so, he caught sight of himself in a dusty full-length mirror. Kobe was a tall young man with an unshaven round face and messy spiky brown hair. He wore a black itchy jumper and black pants with holes in them, his best clothes by far. He turned away from his reflection in disgust and made his way downstairs. As Kobe shuffled towards his grandmother's kitchen, a part of him wished there would be a present or cake waiting for him there. Just something to acknowledge his birthday. He closed his eyes upon entering the room, but upon opening them, he found what he knew would be there all along. Nothing. He sighed and saw there was a gardening book on the bench with a note stuck to it. Library. Return. Today. Thanks, Grandma, thought Kobe. I'll do that before I kill myself. Kobe made himself an unhealthy breakfast and sat hunched over the bench. His eyes glazed over the ugly wallpaper his grandmother Petunia had plastered all over the kitchen. He ate his breakfast quickly and went into the living room. Inside there was no TV, no computer, no video games, not even a radio, just books about gardening on bookshelves. All there was were the Ginder Times newspaper sitting upon a single wooden chair. He cast his eyes over the newspaper. He saw an image that made him feel instantly sick. It was an advertisement for the Ginder High School. There, smiling gleefully in the ad, was the boy, now a man, who had made Kobe's life at that school a living nightmare. Kobe quickly turned the page, not wanting to see any more. Flipped to a full-page ad for some kind of festival. Ignoring it, he flipped through until he came to the puzzles. Untouched, he said to himself gleefully, getting a pencil from a nearby shelf and sitting down. Kobe adored puzzles and games. He would pore over crosswords and the various games within the newspaper, testing his skills and knowledge. It was the one thing that Kobe was allowed in the house while he lived with his grandmother, though he needed to erase all the progress he'd made and leave no trace for when his grandmother came home. If he didn't, there would be hell to pay. Once Kobe had done the crossword in pen, he went hungry for 2 days. Living with his grandmother Petunia was not easy for Kobe. He had to adhere to her strict, almost militant rules or suffer the consequences. "This is my house," she had said to him many times, her sharp, bony finger digging into his chest. "You will do as I say or you're out. I never wanted you anyway." "I'll be gone soon enough," said Kobe to himself as he finished the last puzzle in the crossword. He gazed at the clock on the wall and saw it was 9:30 a.m. Very soon.